Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Springfield. Episode 59. Wow. So we're going to finish off, hopefully, Fat Tony's house today. I've done a little tiny bit of work off camera. Basically, I just put the surround around the windows, mirrored the same front door on the back. I just thought it would match up quite nicely and put a little step in there. But the roof, well, should we do the roof next or should we do the balcony? Let's do a bit of the roof now. So, it should be pretty easy to be able to copy. Also, we missed a door on here. There's meant to be a door on there. In fact, it looks like to me that there's going to be a window and a door. So we might have to actually extend this one out even further. But let's ignore that for now. Let's start at this roof here. We've done that one. And we know that this is going to wrap all of the way around. So that's easy to do. This one might be a little bit different. So at the moment we haven't actually gone. Oh, we did. We did go down a block. So we know that this one is going to have to come around here. We're going to jump straight into it today. No messing about. I really want to finish this off today. I hope you all had a good weekend. But at the moment, we're just building there all the way along to here. And then we have a block on top as well. And I think I might keep the roofs to just 2 slopes and then full blocks behind that. I think that's probably going to end up looking the best, you know. So we know that this has to wrap around here. This roof is going to look so good. I think this is going to be one of my most favourite buildings that I've actually built in Minecraft. One of my favourite houses. And I know the slopes really help out. But even in vanilla Minecraft, you could make something look really cool using the exact same principles as we have here. But I don't know why. It's just a really nice looking villa style building. Really does get me in the mood to build some more houses and stuff like that. I want to do some more mini series like that. I was thinking after the Nether Castle series is finished, we do a little bit of a house series, a big house. I'm thinking something like oh, got hiccups. Something like an Italian villa, similar to this, basically similar to this, but a lot bigger. I want a really big mansion with the interior fully fitted out, you know, swimming pool, all that sort of stuff, gym inside it. Undecided if I'm going to use Xbox One or PC for. I don't know if I want to use any sort of modded blocks to enhance it. I think it'd be really cool if we had shaders, you see, for it. I don't think the shaders will work. Someone said a while ago, can you put shaders on here? No, I don't actually have my shaders installed anymore. Oh no, you've got to load it up in another way. I don't know if I'll be able to actually, guys. It was a couple of episodes back now. I think someone said, "Can you load up the world in shaders?" The launcher that I use for Minecraft to load up this world, which has World Edit on it, the only way I could get that to work was with Forge. And for shaders, I think you need Light Loader. I think that's what I used to use when I was building the medieval village a few months back. That's what I was using to be able to get the shaders to work on that server. I might be able to still do it. I haven't tried it, admittedly. But if I loaded this world up in a Light Loader format, I wouldn't be able to world edit with it, but I might be able to see what it looks like with shaders. Because obviously the water is basically the best thing about shaders. It makes them look superb, absolutely crazy good. Alright, I think that's not a bad start. I like the height of the roof on that one. This is 2 blocks, isn't it? Yeah, 2 slabs. I like that one. But this one, I think I actually want to add another layer on top. And I think just to speed this up, what we're going to do is we're going to go from anywhere like there to there and just replace the air with stone or something like that. And then that gives us the ability to put another one of these around here. Just to give it a little bit more height on this middle part. It's the main part of the roof. It's got to be a little bit more structured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away just for 2 seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour in every single one of these red. It does take a little while to do, which is why I'm going to cut it out. Otherwise we'll be wasting a whole episode. But I'll colour all of these red. And I'll also, I think I'm going to bring this wall out a few blocks as well. We can, in fact, work out how many blocks we want to come out. We've got a little 2x2 or 2x3 window to go in there. And then we've got to have, I'm going to do a 2 wide door, I think, but a 3 high door. So it'd be something like that. But we know it's got a little window above it. That might be all it needs to come out. Just that, it just comes out another 3 blocks. Yeah, I think I'll do that as well, because then the glass goes up there. Yeah, that should look good. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright. Just going around with this, the last little bit here. Oh shoot, I forgot to copy this. I accidentally deleted my inventory before this episode, so I had to go around and collect up all of the blocks I needed for the building again. And I just keep remembering ones that I've forgotten, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. So we just got to go round here to there. And I also done the window 1 block too high, so I just had to move that down as well. But voila. So then we've got this last bit of roof to go on there. This roof is now on. I just left it like that just to see if we like the height of it. And I think I do. I think I really, really like that. It has a very short roof height. So that's pretty perfect. Okay, now this one shouldn't take too long. We just got to run all the way down there. Most of it is actually done, I think, anyway. So we run all the way around here. And then the veranda. I'm looking on the picture while doing this. It's not easy. But we've got a very similar sort of wall design around the edge of that balcony as we do on the ones that we've already done. The balcony's like on the first floor. It's a very similar style. And I think we're going to keep it the same style, just so we don't go too complicated with the microblocks. I don't want to go crazy with it. At the end of the day, it is only a little balcony wall, or veranda wall, if you know what I mean. Why did they go sideways like that? It's like they go the right way, and then they go, you know what, actually I'm going to go this way. That one changed 3 times, I swear. Okay, and then down this way. And then along the top. Aha. Oh, I tell you something. I woke up today, right? I've only been up maybe a couple of hours now, which for me isn't long, because for some people, like, if you're up 2 hours, you've been up ages, but for me that's like not very long at all. And I woke up this morning with the worst, like honestly the worst pins and needles that you have ever experienced in your life. I am not one for pins and needles. Luckily it wasn't cramp, because cramp can be a lot more painful. This wasn't cramp, this was just purely pins and needles in my leg, in my left leg, my left ankle and foot, and my left arm. So it's like I slept entirely on one side all night, because I think I wriggle around at night when I'm asleep. I think I sort of move and roll and you know, get comfy throughout the night. Last night I was really tired. I remember being really, really tired, and I watched some YouTube, watched some YouTubers and stuff like that. And I ended up going to bed in the early hours of the morning, which isn't unusual for me, but it was a bit later than I usually do. And yeah, I must have been so tired that when I just eventually got to sleep, because it took me a long time to get to sleep last night as well. I certainly remember that. I was just so hot and I couldn't get comfy. And I must have, when eventually I fell asleep, just stayed there, like not moved at all for the entire night. Boy, was I stiff though. Oh, and the pins and needles were just the worst. They were just absolutely horrible, and there's nothing that you can do about it at all. Doop. Just putting this roof on nice and quickly. Hup. And hup. Did I get that one? There we go. And there. Now how does that look? Doesn't that look awesome? That looks really close to the picture. We've done a pretty good job of that. Alright, so, little veranda around the side here. We know that, let's get some stone. We know, that's not stone, that the balcony doesn't quite come out to the same width as this wall. So it's going to have to go to there. So it's going to be a 3 wide balcony. We might as well do it by hand. It's not going to take that much longer than doing it otherwise. And it wraps itself around the back of this building, or around the side of this building here. We don't know from the picture how far back it goes. We know it's going to go to at least the end, I expect. But I don't know if it wraps around all the way to the back. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm actually going to end it there. I think so. I think that will look the best out of all of our options. Okay, and then we need this little clay pillar here. So we need to start placing these down. Now, how did we do the last one? We had it like that. And then like that. That looks a little bit... I must admit, that looks a little bit low. And I think I would also prefer them to run along the top here. Now, it's not going to be quite centered if we do it like that. Mind you, it does look good from this angle. Our other option would be to move these... Oops. To move these out to there. And do it like that. But that makes it in line with everything. Mind you, that might not be... Oh, stop it. That might not be so bad. Do I prefer that? Or do I prefer... I think I prefer this. I know it doesn't look good from this side because it sort of bulges out a little bit. But from this side, it gives us some really nice depth. I think I'm going to do that. It's also easier to place as well because we just hit the middle of the blocks. So we'll go around here like this. Now, the bushes that go all the way around the outside, I have a little bit of a plan for that. Oops. The bottom level is going to be around pretty much the entire house is going to be full leaf blocks. And then we add the sort of smaller micro ones on top of that, and it should look pretty nice by the end of it. Okay, so we need to very carefully here. That's not so bad. That's not as hard as what I thought it was going to be. Around here. We've got some Carpenters Blocks to add in as well. I've got the chisel on me, I think, to make it into like a brick texture. We've also got the chimneys to do, but they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Like that. Now, windows. They can go in there. These can go... Oops. Not sticking out like that. Around there like this. This one should be pretty easy as well. How does the door go? The door is basically just like a window, but on the floor. So that's easy to do with the blocks that we've got. We come around here, and it has a split down the middle. Oh no, it's got a split on all of them on this window. That's good because that makes it different to the door. And make the door stand out a little bit easier. Like this. And then this one, we're going to use the glass. They're not going to open, but we don't really want them to open, to be fair. So, they do look better. I'm really tending towards doing this more in the future and actually making the doors out of blocks, because that door looks fabulous. I really, really like that door. You can get so much detail in with it. Okay, I think that's beautiful. Let's try... Oop, how did I do this? Oh, that's the recipe for the diamond saw. I don't know how I managed to do that in like one button click. Okay, so chimneys. Let's do it on this side because we can see this side a little easier. And it's going to be on those two blocks. I think that's centered as well, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go up here. And it looks like it's very close to the roof. Like it's not a very tall chimney. So I'm going to do it like that. And then we're going to grab these ones and these ones. And I think we're going to go around like this. I just need to get that one block there first. Careful now. There, and there. There. It might be easy just to use these little ones all the way instead of swapping blocks. Like that. And I think that's pretty good. Let's get rid of these blocks because they have a distraction. That's pretty good. Yeah. It's a little bit too dark, but I looked very closely trying to find like a closer color. I just couldn't find one. I couldn't find one that I really liked. So the brown is going to have to do. But what we can do is we can put some Carpenter's ones in there. Make it look a little bit more brickified. And hopefully that'll help. Okay, so we'll come around here. And I think the house, apart from the leaves, I think is complete. Let's go around with some of these. So we need that, and that. I'm not going to bother with the roof. I really like the plain roof. But I will put one in this chimney here. That one and that one. And I will do one over here with it as well. I'll do... Oops, I fell. I'll do it on this one. Like that. Let's make it daytime. It's a really nice brick, actually. You can make a really nice house out of brown wool and then making it a brick. That would look actually really, really nice. All right, and then we'll do a few around here. We can see on the picture where the main ones are. I'm going to do one there and one there. Boop, 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 boop. We've got like a clump here. I'm going to do it like that. I think I'm just going to do 3. I think I'm going to do. And then we have a little one down here. I'm going to do 2 next to each other. Because it's a bigger building, we can actually put these Carpenters blocks next to each other, and it doesn't throw off the look too much. On the other ones, we've only done single ones and maybe the occasional diagonal one, but we try and stay away from that. But the bigger the building, the more room you sort of have for it to blend. Like that. And then we know we can definitely see one here. Like that. And you know what? I don't want to do too many more. We'll do some in other places, but I don't want to go crazy with it. Oops, oops. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, let's do a couple there. I know you'd probably be able to see them on the picture if they were there, but it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do a couple on the back. Not that you're going to be able to see it that often, but we'll do a couple on here, just so we know they're there. And 1 here. And we'll do a couple down here. Why not? Okay, so leaves. I haven't cut the leaves, I'm afraid, so I shall have to cut them now. Have I got a crafting? I've got a crafting table on me. Huh. Let's grab some leaves. Now I've got the plan. I think I've got a plan at least. Let's get one of these. Cut that down. Cut that down. Cut that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So these are going to go around the entire bottom. We can see that there's quite a lot of these leaves that go around. So this will block off the gap that we've got at the bottom of the mansion as well. So it's sort of doing 2 jobs for us. It's not all the way around though. It does stop. I think at the balcony. It's actually on the floor, isn't it? So this comes all the way around here. And on this side, this does half of the leaves for us, in fact, doesn't it? There's only some taller ones in some places, and we'll add some little ones here and there. And then a little bit here. I do like the sound of the grass in Minecraft. It's a really, when you place it, it's just a really satisfying sound. It's like, yes, it's down. Okay, we need to have a taller one there. A taller one there. We will put a bit more detail on it, but we're just putting the sort of first bits down. One like that. The ones in front, these actually do run in front of the balcony here. So we'll run these down here. So it goes entirely around the building. At least we're assuming with leaves. At least. Okay, like that. I expect there will probably be a large one here, even though we can't see it. It would just match the symmetricalness of the building. And I'm going to put a tall one there. No, I'm not. I'm going to put a tall one there. Voice, come back to me. I need you. We're not done recording for today. Not yet. Yeah, there and there. Okay, perfect. And then we go around with these little ones now. Maybe some of these sort of pillar ones, but mostly the notches. Just to add a little bit of detail. Like that. Makes that bush nice. Like that. Yeah, wonderful. So there's a nice tall bush there. And then just dot them around on the sides, on the front, on the top. I'm going to spam the tops. I think we're going to do this in some sort of orderly fashion here. We'll spam along the tops as much as you can, really. Try not to make it too patternized, if possible. And sort of spam a couple of them together where you can. This should look pretty good. Yeah, we'll even go along the top here. We'll sort of spam them on the backs and the fronts. The more random that you do it, the less you concentrate on this bit, the better effect that you'll get at the end. I guarantee it. Okay, and then we want to spam along the front here. It doesn't really matter where they go. I say the more random it is, the more natural you're going to get. You know, you look at any Minecraft terrain in any biome, and if you if you look at it closely enough, you'll realise that all the blocks are completely random. There's no real structure or pattern to it, and it's the same with leaves and everything, so it should work well. And it's not taking that long as well, and the amount of detail and depth this is going to add when we back off is going to be crazy. I mean, look at that already. It looks like a natural little bush that goes around the building. Wonderful. Okay, a few of these tall ones to do. There's not many of these. Spam these up. Make them look a little bit cactusy even, isn't it? Oh. Let me know what TV shows you've been watching lately. I don't watch an awful lot of TV, but I've been watching a little bit more recently in some spare time. I've been watching, I think there's a similar thing in America, but over here, we call it Shark Tank. No, we call it Dragon's Den. In America, it's called Shark Tank, I think, and it's where entrepreneurs come in and pitch an idea, and in the hopes to get some a loan from these very wealthy people. I saw one, it was so funny. They had absolutely no idea. I'm not even joking you. They had no idea what they were doing. In fact, they were an illegal radio station in London. And they were legit an illegal a radio station broadcasting, trying to get some money, obviously, to help with their radio station. And they were so rude to the dragons. It was so funny. It did make me think it was a little bit set up or faked in some way. I don't like to think that, because I prefer to believe programs, especially programs that I enjoy and that I trust. But it did make me feel like it was a little bit set up, because they were just so rude. They wanted a 30 grand they wanted. And they told one of the dragons that they were out. Now, if you've ever seen the program, you'll probably realise that is quite funny, because the dragons usually say if they like the idea, they'll invest in it. If they don't, they say, I don't like the investment, I'm out. And then they're out of the deal and they can't come back in. But they got quite annoyed with the dragons, and they said, look, I don't even want you. I'm saying that you're out. And he basically fired one of the dragons. And the dragon sort of stood there like, what? How can you fire me? I'm the dragon. You're here for my investment. Just made me funny. Anyway, starting to ramble. Before I go into a giant TV thing, let me know in the comment section below what TV programs you've been watching lately, because I need something to watch with my food at night. Me and my girlfriend like to watch like a series. We've watched Supernatural. We've watched Game of Thrones. We're thinking about watching a bit of Breaking Bad. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know in the comment section below. Don't give anything away though, please, because that sort of spoils the point of watching it. But if you've got any other good series that you think we would enjoy, then it's always good to put it in the comment section below, and then we can sort of collect them together and go and get them, and then we have stuff to watch at night time. I'm so pleased with how that turned out. I know that we're over time here, but I do have the 3 villagers to do. We've got Fat Tony. I'm pretty sure I've got all of the skins. It might take me a couple of minutes to look. Oops. Quickly. There's one of them. That's not Fat Tony. I can't remember what his name is. I'm just going to call him Thug for the moment, because I haven't got time to think deep enough into what his name is. But that's one of his cronies, isn't it? Where was it? Up here. There's the other one. Lou. No, it's not Lou. That's the police officer. Oh, it's like right on the end of my tongue, man. Like I know what they are, and as soon as you guys say in the comment section, because I know at least 3 of you are going to know exactly who I'm on about. How come that doesn't even have a skin? How weird is that? It must be up here somewhere. Oh. No, there's the 2 thugs. I think I named Fat Tony, in fact. Fat Tony. F. Fat Tony. There he is. Yeah, wonderful. How good's that? Oh, and then name him Old Rake. Fat Tony. Let me know who the people are called as well, or what his cronies are. That looks so good, though, outside the mansion. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.